Morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Kate's Space. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kate from Pixie Designs. Thanks so much for joining me. Welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome to my regulars. I really appreciate you being here and for all your support. Today I want to do a junk journal July prompt with you guys. So today is day 3. And I would like to do that one. Now, what have I got so far? I have got a quote, which I'd like to use. But friendship is the breathing rose with sweets in every fold. So our prompt today is fold, I think. Or is it folded? No, it's fold. So the other thing is I've got this, which is like a tip-in. So that's folded. But I actually want to type on it, so I'm going to see how I go taking it out. I haven't decided whether I'm going to cut it or tear it out, but I think I'm going to tear it out, and I'm going to hope for the best. And I'm going to tip it back in. I want to cover this up anyway, so I'm hoping this will be okay. There we go. And I think the other thing I've got is a rose, which I just need to finish fussy cutting out. I want that behind here. I was going to put it on here, but then I thought when you turn it, you're going to have this sort of ugly thing going on. So instead of that, I'm going to do the rose underneath with a bit of collaging. I've got my number, because I'm using one of those numbers on every piece. So I need to work out, I've also got this little tiny rose here, which I could put on there, and that wouldn't look too bad from that side. But yeah, so some collage. So I think the first thing I should do is go type out these words and try and get them looking, I don't know, should I just have them in the center here, or should I have them coming down? It's really hard to know with a typewriter how they're going to look on the page. Maybe I should have a little play on some scrap paper first, and then I can have a go after that. So I'll do that, and then I will be right back. Right, so I have done the best I can with that, I think, without wanting to spend too long, because I was interested in some people who have taken an approach, who are doing Junk Journal July, and have taken an approach by giving themselves some rules or guidelines. And I thought that was really cool. So I think I saw, and I can't remember who it was, I'm sorry, but someone had said they are going to spend no more than 10 minutes, and I think include a vintage photo on every page. So I thought that was quite fun, and there was something else, but I can't remember what it was. And I think those time limits are quite a cool idea. I know that I spent a lot of time on the first prompt, and to be honest, although I'm really happy with it, I don't think that it warranted the amount of time that I spent on it, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I mean, I was on a video call at the time, and so there was lots of chatting and you know, hilarity going on. So that probably helped with the fact, you know, didn't help me go faster anyway. But yeah, I just think I spend a bit too much time on it. So this one I'm trying to, you know, I've already decided that I wanted to use the quote, and the tip-in was already there, so that was good to use that, and that's kind of a fold and as well. So it's using the prompt in a couple of ways. And yeah, I do love using quotes, and I haven't used one yet, so I will be doing that a little bit, hopefully find some quotes. And I thought this one was quite sweet, and I am a fan of roses, as you all know. I'm always cutting these things out. So yeah, I think it'll work, but now I just have to do some collaging behind here, and hopefully that isn't going to end up taking too long. How is everybody? I hope you are all well. I'm loving seeing all the interpretations of the prompts. July is birthday month for a few people in our family. So my eldest daughter, she turns 32 tomorrow. Neither of us can believe that. I don't know who it's more of a shock to, her or me. So yeah, so she turns 32, and my late father, his birthday's at the end of the month, and my children's father, his birthday is at the end of the month as well. And then birthday month for me is August, so next month, so that'll be fun. Haven't really got that much planned for my birthday at this stage. Today is an absolute stunner, as was yesterday. So we had a frost this morning, which always indicates that it's a clear sky, and often we end up with a beautiful sunny day. And honestly, those beautiful winter sunny days are pretty cool, pretty spectacular. They give you some of that much needed sunlight. And my studio is looking lovely and bright and sunny. So okay, I think that's enough faffing around with that. And I am going to just add some ink to those white edges. I always do. I prefer it, but yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like it. It's probably partly habit too. I've been adding ink to edges since I was scrapbooking however many years ago, and making cards and things. So, but there we go. So that's the flower cut out. I'll also ink this number. So these numbers are some vintage numbers I was given from an antique store when I was in Thames visiting Lynn. Do you remember these, Lynn? I hope I gave you some. Anyway, I didn't realise I had the early numbers starting at 1, so I'm using them. I think actually, instead of inking them, I might actually take some tea to these so that I can just not worry about inking them every time. So we have our flower and we have our number, and we have our tip-in that's going to go back where it belonged, where it came from. Do we want something like this on here? I'm not sure, but I do want to do some collaging, so I need to gather up some papers. I don't think I've got these aren't really collage papers in there, so I'll gather up some papers. I want it to be a pretty neutral collage at the background, and really I think I'm just wanting to cover up this picture here. It doesn't really do anything for me. So I've got some French book page, and I think I'm actually gonna mostly use that, to be fair. I'd quite like to keep this, and I like this this part here. So I'm gonna just tear some of this off. Do I want it torn straight, or do I want a bit more of a wonky tear? And the other thing is, I want that to replace that. Do I want... What's it going to look like? What I'm just wondering is what it's going to look like, because I have got some of that book page on here. I think it's fine, so I am going to butt that right up into that gap. So that's that bit. Got some music, but I actually like this side better. And I've got something patterned, but I don't think... Oh, I don't know, maybe. Maybe. Let's have a look. Not with too much of the blue on it, but maybe with that kind of more, I don't know, just, I don't know why, but maybe like that. And then of course we're going to have our rose on top, so I just need to remember that. And our number 3. I think I want that copyright there. I don't know if I even want anything else. Do I need to cover up those sort of vertical lines there? I don't think I do. I'm not going to now. I think 2 roses looks a bit odd. We do have that if we wanted to mimic or just see, have that like that. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so let's have a look what goes down first. This piece here. Got my glue stick. I'll get some paper to glue on. For those of you who've been following along with the knee saga, I have spoken to the sports specialist doctor, and now we've ruled out any sort of sign of infection or anything like that. We had a chat about it, and because it's still so significantly more sore than it was, more painful than it was before I had the platelet-rich plasma injection, then she has offered me a cortisone, so I have said yes please. So unless by Monday coming it is like, you know, so much better, or at least how it was before I had the injection, but actually even if it's like that, I will still have the injection, because I just want to get moving again. See how you can see this under here? I guess it doesn't matter. That's the one thing about these, I guess because I haven't folded it maybe perfectly, so you can see that page sneaking out underneath. I've just decided in my head right this minute that I'm not going to let that bother me. I might push that down. Maybe I'll just push that down a little bit further. When we turn the page, we'll see it though. Maybe not that far. Anyway, I'm not going to let that. I'm not going to worry about that, because I'm certainly not refolding the whole book. And I kind of knew when I was making it, this, because of me being me, and I'm not a great foldy, measury kind of person. Even when I try, I usually get it wrong. Now I didn't decide whether I wanted that up there or not. I think I might want something up there, but I don't know what. Do I want just maybe some simple brown paper up there, perhaps? Just a little strip. Probably made that too short. No, I don't like that. Maybe we'll just leave it as is. Let's put our tip in back and go from there. So I remember I used the art glitter glue just along this edge, so I'll do the same. And you'll see where I did this when my video comes up for Junk Journal July, and I'm day 23, 23rd of July, and the prompt is tipping in. So there we go. I've taken it out and put it back in again. There we go. And so that's folded, that piece of paper. And you can read the quote, which I'm happy about. I think I am going to do I want anything else? I keep going back to that piece. Where I quite like to see some of this type, so I don't know whether to lift this up a little bit higher. I think I like it down. We could push it sort of into the center of it there. I don't think I want anything dark up there. I don't mind the brown paper. I think I'll just leave it with the white, just have the three things like that. And maybe this could go like that. What does that look like? This is a very, very simple spread, but I guess that's okay. Oh, the other thing I have got here is this washi tape, which I love to use, and it's basically just little frames. It's really sweet. Oh, it's gonna tear, I think. No, there we go. Oh, it is gonna tear. Never mind. Wonder if I want that behind there. We will find out, won't we? Where's my scissors? Let's just grab this. Got a little bit more going on behind there. Right, and then I'm going to glue this on. Let's make sure I get that where I want it. Up there maybe. There we go. The art glitter glue doesn't give you time to muck around really. And then we'll just glue our rows on. And we will be done, which is great. Super quick. Super quick. And I am in the middle of doing a tidy up in my studio, which I'm doing a bit of a vlog video, sort of log of me sort of getting sorted, and some of the, you know, it won't be very long, won't be interesting to everybody, but just to, I don't know, just a little something a little bit different to go up on my channel. Let's see how the studio is looking at the moment and see me trying to tidy it up. Right, here we go. Day 3. Up a bit maybe. Yeah, wasn't going to have it up that high, was I? But that's where it's ended up, so sometimes that's just the way it goes. Let's just push it down and now at this stage Meg adds, well, I've seen, you know, lots of people do it, add sort of some mark making and things like that. I'm very scared, I guess, to do stuff like that, because I just feel like I don't have experience with it, and I don't really know much about it. Something I could add, I guess, is some sort of splatters. I do quite like the look of those, but again, I'm also worried that I might mess it up. So I don't think I need, well, I don't know whether I want to write fold. I've got the day and I've got all the prompts sort of typed out here at the front. And so that says spark. I've got postcard there and French for postcard there. And this has fold in it. So I think that's probably enough. Doesn't need to be quite so obvious. Now I have done these vellum over the picture things quite a lot in my journals. I really like them, and I really love how that's turned out. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed the video, it would be so nice if you could give it a thumbs up or subscribe if you found it somewhat interesting or helpful, and it helps YouTube push it out to other people who might find it useful or helpful as well. Other than that, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye.